let's go ahead and get into this article where they had to mention Diddy. Liam Payne awkward encounter with Diddy after the single shot. You see what I mean? Let's go ahead and get into it.
Liam Payne once claimed he was left scared after an encounter with hip-hop moguls Sean Diddy Combs and Jay's. A clip of Payne's May 2017 appearance.
So they saying Diddy and encounter he had with Diddy and Jay-Z. Ah, come on, man.
A clip of Payne's May 2017 appearance on the Graham Norton Show has resurfaced following his tragic death in Buenos Aires at the age of 31. The former One Direction member opened up about meeting the rappers, saying he was taken aback by Diddy's evil demeanor. I went over to speak to him and Jay-Z, and as I shook his hand, he just chuckled, Payne said. The most evil laugh I've ever heard, so I'm a little bit fearful of that man. Payne also said that Diddy held his hand for an uncomfortable amount of time, in the longest handshake ever, leaving him wondering, when is this going to end? Liam Payne once claimed he was left scared after an encounter with hip moguls Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z. Payne said that Diddy held his hand for an uncomfortable amount of time in the longest handshake ever, leaving. He also recalled being shoved by one of Jay-Z's bodyguard after he leaned in to speak to him. Very awkward moment, Payne shared. Diddy is currently awaiting trial in a New York jail over federal charges of racketeering and sex trafficking. The clip has resurfaced following news of Payne's untimely death in Argentina after he fell from a third-floor balcony at his hotel and suffered a fractured skull. Payne, who shot to stardom as a member of British boy band One Direction and grappled with intense global fame while still in his teens, sent shockwaves across the world as Argentine investigators continued their investigation at the scene. Payne, right, is seen with Salma Hayek and David Williams during the interview in 2017. Payne also recalled being shoved by one of Jay-Z's bodyguard after he leaned in to speak to him. Jay-Z and Diddy are pictured in 2004 as fans and media bombarded the Casa Sur Hotel in the trendy Palermo neighborhood of Argentina's capital. The forensics unit worked inside on Thursday collecting evidence. The Buenos Aires police said they found Payne's hotel room in complete disarray with packs of clonazepam, a central nervous system depressant, as well as energy supplements and other over-the-counter drugs strewn about, various items broken.
That sounds like somebody planted that there. I don't know about. I don't know, bro. It seems like somebody could have planted that there.
They have to see the propaganda within this. You see how they're linking something that had supposedly happened in the past, where Diddy and it was mean to him, and Jay-Z's bodyguard was shoving him, but they putting that in the same article of him supposedly or allegedly falling out of a hotel window.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see how they making a correlation and stuff that really don't go together. So, but in people's head, if they not listening correctly or reading it correctly, they read it like Jay-Z bodyguards pushed them out of the hotel window. You see, that's propaganda, y'all. We gotta be careful with like where you get your news from. We gotta start discerning some of this stuff out here, because a lot of this stuff just be for clicks.
Yeah, because people.
Some of it be actual disinfo agents. Like, you gotta be able to actually discern all this.
Yeah, because people would think that Diddy would have something to do with this man.
Diddy's locked up. He snuck out of jail, huh?
Right.
The Buenos Aires.
Let's get into this. Finish this article.
The Buenos Aires police said they found Payne's hotel room in complete disarray with packs of clonazepam, a central nervous system depressant, as well as energy supplements and other over-the-counter drugs strewn about, various items broken. They added that a whiskey bottle, lighter, and cell phone were retrieved from the internal hotel courtyard where Payne's body was found. Police said they had rushed to the hotel Wednesday in response to an emergency call, just after 5 p.m. local time, that had warned of an aggressive man who could be under the influence of drugs or alcohol. A hotel manager can be heard on a 911 call recording obtained by the Associated Press, saying the hotel has a guest who overwhelmed with drugs and alcohol. He's destroying the entire room. Well, we need you to send someone, please. One of Liam Payne's final selfies in Buenos Aires was captioned, "Lovely day in Argentina." The manager's voice becomes more anxious as the call goes on, noting the room has a balcony. Payne was known as the tussle-headed, sensible one of the quintet that went from a TV talent show to a pop phenomenon with a huge international following of swooning fans. In recent years, he had acknowledged struggling with alcoholism, saying in a YouTube video posted in July 2023 that he had been sober for 6 months after receiving treatment.
All right, so let me switch to this video real quick. That the one that the article was claiming, the story or whatever. Let's get into
Diddy stories. You told a great one when you were on the Graham Norton show recently.
Yes.
I don't know about you, but when I make an awkward first impression, I play it over in my head.
Yeah, you just wonder what could I have done differently, but I don't know in that scenario. I just offered out a friendly hand, and I just was greeted by Diddy's low, steady laugh. I was like, it was the weird experience, and the handshake just didn't seem to end. That one's repeating on us now. Oh, good Lord. The group was pretty scary. It was DiCaprio. He was in obvious, I don't want to be involved with celebrity murder, got a hat on, please leave me alone sort of thing. And then Jay-Z was just in the middle. Like, yeah, you know how he is. Jay. And then he would just look like the target to start off the night with. So I thought, you know what? I'll walk side over there, give him a little shake, and then it just wasn't happening.
But that takes some courage to kind of like roll up on that crew.
It did take some courage. It was some courage that was massively helped by a little bit too much champagne. But yeah, I can go make friends with these guys. It seemed like a fun time. But what a crew to be hanging out together. And I noticed not one of them were talking to each other, but they were all sat at the same table. What's that about? Oh, well, we'll sit with you, but we're not going to talk about it. We're too cool to talk about stuff.
So here for the Diddy stories.
That's the video the article was talking about. And I don't know.
The article made it sound like it was like he got roughed up, but he made it sound all cute and cuddly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the perceptions? And then they gonna tie that situation into him being him falling out of the hotel window. Why would you even mix this situation in and then try to make it look like just so Diddy name could be in there to make it look like Diddy was behind it?
Yo,
just because Diddy didn't really want to shake his hand at a party.
Smash that like button. If y'all ain't hit that like button yet, please hit the like button. Don't forget to smash that like button.
Now y'all just seen a prime example of propaganda. I'm glad you played that clip because that clip put more perspective into it.
Yeah, I had
that article made it sound like it was menacing to the point where Jay-Z security beat him up and Diddy smacked his head away. And then next day, you know, years later, he fell out of a hotel window suspiciously, and they just put Diddy name and Jay-Z name in the article. That's called propaganda, y'all. That's propaganda 101. It's either somebody who's just trying to get clicks or is a disinfo agent. That's how you discern. I'm glad you pulled that video.
Order your natural soaps and body oils, natural detox, CBD sticks and pre-rolls, vapes, hair and skincare products. 20% off at night and dayherbals.com.